Welcome to the Artistic Mystic Muse channel. I'm Nancy, your mystical muse. So grateful for you all that are here. This is a collective reading for October 2nd through 8th, 2022. I've meditated on the cards and what needed to be done prior to. I use a lot of decks, so if you're curious about them, there's just too many to list. Please drop a question below if you have a particular question about a deck you're interested in. My Oracle decks are also down below. And if you'd like a reading, want to work with me, spiritual coaching, whatever that is to help you find your personal growth, pursue that path, I would love to work with you. Most of the readings are very comprehensive. They're channeled, divinely channeled. And they usually last an hour. They can be live or video recorded, but if you need something shorter, please reach out. My website's below. So let's get started. The theme this week is assessing, reflection, analyzing, but there's also kind of a hodgepodge of some other things too for this particular week. So let's see what we have to say. The cards and spirit have to say. We have assessing, which is 9. 9 talks about wish fulfillment. What does that look like for you? And we have a half moon, which I find interesting because part of it's in the dark and part of it's illuminated. It's the duality. It is the law of cause and effect, of giving and receiving. So what does that look like for you? It may require some self-reflection. And that's a 17, which is an 8. So it talks about moving forward and creating, manifesting what it is you want. But you have to have clarity in order to do that, right? And so we're going to see what's suggested with that. Pleasure. Your vibration is really important. What lights you up? What brings you pleasure in all areas of your life, whether it's work, play, relationships, personal growth, whatever that is for you. Pleasure is supposed to be a pleasurable thing. That doesn't mean you're not going to have discomfort, but what lights you up? And trust. Trust in what you want for yourself. Trust in what will be delivered to you. The blessings, the abundance, what you want to manifest will come to fruition. And we have a person who's being gestated in the duck's egg. The egg was too big, so it's under the nest, right? But the ducks are a symbol, a totem of prosperity, community, and it's interesting because I see this row of trees. There could be a number of things you're interested in that you're thinking about, right? You're assessing. So maybe not all of the trees. It's kind of difficult to focus on many things at once, but pick one. And it's a 32, which converts to a 5, which talks about change. What is one change you want to make for yourself? From the Wisdom of Avalon, bottom of the deck, we have disruption. So there may be something that is disruptive this week, and it's, it can be challenging. We've got kind of it's not a peaceful waterfall, right? Shaking things up that could be helping you with this epiphany, figuring out what you do and do not want. Water also connects with our emotions, and that's really important, how you feel about things. And going with that flow, going with what's coming to you to help guide you, to give you lessons, to help give you the challenges even that you may need to get into this next phase, to create movement. And again, we've got water, but it's a peaceful water. This may be an obstacle, right? The obstacle or the change you want to create. Water will move around the rocks, not going up. Well, it could go up over it, but in this case, it's going around it. So maybe there's another way, another alternative path that you need to take to get where you need to be. It could be changes within yourself you need to make or in your environment. You're being assisted. We have synchronicities. So this is an 87. It converts to a 15. 1 and a 5, which talks about aha, epiphany moments, the 1 and the 15, and the 5 is about those changes. So look for signs, niggles, nudges. They can be totem animals, something you see that sits differently with you, right? It's like a little red flag, but you are being assisted. You're also asked to help with this gestation, this assessing, to connect with the environment. Why? Nature is a grounding element. It also raises your vibration. It's healing, but it can help bring you clarity. So stillness, some kind of stillness, preferably they're saying in nature. Balance. Thank you, angels, for bringing my life into balance. What is bringing you balance? Makes you feel more stable, more in equilibrium, right? And we've got a scale here. What is right for you? What is that thing that you want to pursue or change or do? Loved one in heaven, thank you, loved ones in heaven, for drawing close at this time. You are being guided by angels, ancestors, the divine. They're giving you signs and or synchronicities, niggles, nudges. It could be a pop-up thought or image. Um, so pay attention to those. And the bottom of the deck, we have dream talk or dream time. So things may be coming to you in your dreams. It might help to keep a notepad beside your bed or to journal them when you wake up in the morning to see what is there. We also have clear your vibes, Archangel Metatron. Thank you, Metatron, for clearing my energy field. So when we feel discomfort, disruption, coming back into balance, getting into nature, Metatron's cube is alignment, and it ties to the 13 universal laws, cause and effect, polarity, among other things. And I have a deck for that as well down below if you're interested. They're fun to see what pops out for you for guidance. But Metatron's also one of the things he's known for is helping to clear your energy, as we said. This can be done either in a meditation, a prayer, it can be done in the shower, but you ask him to shower you with his rainbow light to clear your energy. And you can ask that anytime you feel it's needed, but you have to ask. That's what free will is about. We also have listen. Listen. Listen to what is going on around you, listening to yourself, your higher self, your soul. Listening can also involve clairaudient, which is one of the psychic abilities where you can either actually hear it, of something being spoken like in your ear, but you can also hear it kind of like in your head. So you are being assisted, but you've got to get still and quiet to hear it. And believe. Believe that you are worthy of these things. Sorry, I've got Bombay, it's tickling my throat. Believing, having trust that everything will unfold in divine timing as it is meant to for you, but believe that you can do this. It can happen. It's attainable. That's part of manifesting, is to set the intention and then release it, but trusting and believing and knowing that it will come to fruition. Gateway. There is a gateway opening for you. We've got these dark columns, and then there's light, and we've got a magical unicorn. So the gateway is the way through. So once you get your house in order, you've assessed it, you've got clarity, you know what you want to go after, going after it, going through that journey. It's kind of also, I'm getting the word transformation. And that's why maybe you're gestating, kind of like the caterpillar or the embryo in the egg, right? It has to gestate, develop, then when it's ready to be birthed, right? Bottom of the deck, stand still. You may be feeling stuck at this moment because you're lacking clarity. You're lacking what you need to do, but stand still is a beautiful stage of being stuck, you might say, in which it allows you to get quiet. It allows you to get in alignment, but you have to make time for that. Yeah, in the flow. This kind of goes back to the water. Everything is smooth sailing, but it's how you perceive it. So challenges that may arise, disruptions. How are you moving through that, right? How are you letting it trigger you, or are you observing it, right? Taking from it what you need to. Maybe it's not even what's going on is meant for you, but to observe it, learn from it, release it, going with the flow. And creating that creates balance. Yeah, infinite abundance. Abundance is pouring into your life. There's all kinds of abundance blessings that are waiting to be delivered once you set the intentions, once you have clarity, and then going with the flow, allowing things to unfold naturally as they're meant to in divine timing. Staying focused, bottom of the deck, hold the course. So whatever you're going to focus on, this guy's telescope, it will come to fruition. But you've got to have clarity with your focus, your intention, and that's really important. Yeah, Spirit's saying don't delay, begin now, take your first step. They're not asking you to go leaps and bounds. Your life is this path, it's a journey, right? And taking a step at a time. And part of the journey that occurs, those are those things that help you along the way. And that's why stillness is also important, and to be open and aware, open to the possibilities, open to the things that are being brought to you. Let's see if there's anything else on the oracle decks. So in the main reading with the tarot, I asked what the focus or obstacle or challenge is for this week, or when it arises, but for this week. And the challenge is to get still, to rest, to pray, to meditate, to get quiet, right? Having gratitude. We've got the Divine Mother here, and we've got the man laying on one sword. Back in the Middle Ages, the knights who survived the battle, these are the battles, the struggles, the things they've accomplished, survived, but they also usually would lay upon a sword or put a sword under their bed, because this is the sword that did not, you know, run them through, you might say. But in this case also, this is the clarity. This is the knowledge, the wisdom that you're trying to align with. And they had three other cards that came out with this, so they're a total of four. Releasing burdens. This is the Ten of Wands. It also talks about the ending of a cycle. He's almost there, right? What can you eliminate? What can you let go of that can free you up? Discernment. Again, we've got the Queen of Swords. She's been through the battle. She's very wise, and she cuts out things that no longer serve her, right? And uses that wisdom and intellect. The Magician. What are you manifesting? What do you want to create? You have all the tools, but what do you want to bring into fruition? We have the infinity symbol, as above, so below, positive, negative, polarity, but also this idea of ebb and flow, right? Being in the flow and creating what you want. Not being afraid of it too. But it does talk about clearing things out and having discernment on what that is, picking something. Spirit's advice, you got the Queen of Wands. This talks about listening to your intuition. We've got the Black Cat. But she's very creative. She's very purposeful in her choices, her decisions, and standing in that power, knowing who she is and what she wants, and she goes after it. And the other go after it card in Spirit's advice is the Knight of Cups. Whatever that cup represents for you, that desire, that thing you want to do, is taking that, knowing it feels right here in the heart space, right? The emotions, and moving forward. It's not so much about what you know you have to do, like your day-to-day stuff, but what are you dreaming of? And going after that. If you follow Spirit's advice, we had two outcome cards, and I didn't get clarifiers because it was pretty straightforward. We have the Knight of Swords. This is about what's just, what is right for you, standing in your truth, your integrity, using your wisdom and knowledge. This guy, the King of Swords, he doesn't entertain anything that's not in alignment with him, that doesn't resonate. How are you going to, what do you want to you want to be confident, right? That's the outcome of this, of knowing where you're headed and what you want to do. And it also, to me, this is a very wise person as well. This could be someone who uses their wisdom and truth. Research. This person also a lot of times uses research. Maybe there's something that opens up for you that you want to pursue and study. And then you're going to work towards that. This is the Eight of Coins. So this is creating that manifestation. It's going to require some work, right? Forging something new. He's created all these coins, but he's creating another one, but it's different. These all represent different aspects. Bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Pentacles. This is wish fulfillment. You standing in your power. Successful. Success can be viewed in a lot of different ways. But what does that success look like for you that makes you, feel stable, feel confident, feel successful, happy? They're happy with themselves. They know they can create whatever reality they want for themselves, right? Yeah, followed by the Eight of Cups. So we now have 8, 8. So that's a powerful number combination in numerology. These cups have been great, but we're going for this wish fulfillment into the unknown. He's going through a gateway towards a moon. The moon represents emotions, it represents mystery, the unknown, but going towards that, learning something new, and it's being divinely overseen. We've got the Hierophant, and this does speak of learning, whether that's book learning, knowledge learning, but it can also be learning to view things differently, maybe. And the keys to knowledge, study. And like I said, you're being divinely guided, and that came out also in the reading. And I want to close with the last oracle card. It says, energy flows where my intention goes. So your thoughts, being very conscious of your thoughts, because your thoughts then turn into words and actions, right? It's intention. What is your intention? What is your focus? And bottom of the deck, it says the universe works fast when I'm having fun. And this goes back to what makes you happy? What lights you up? When you do something, set the intention, try something new that you enjoy, other things open up for you, other blessings. And that's part of what this is about this week. So I really appreciate you being here. If you haven't hit subscribe, please do so. There's weekly readings, there's beginning and mid-month. There's other things I sometimes release, but also when you subscribe and you like, this message gets out to more people. So I thank you for your ability, your willingness to be here, but your ability to assist with these messages for others to get them out. So take what resonates, leave the rest behind, and we'll see you next week. Blessings.